One of the most questionable decisions I've ever seen on a basketball court happened last night during the Brooklyn Nets and Memphis Grizzlies game that did make it down to the wire. As you see, about 4:15 to go, Ja Morant hadn't touched the rock, which means the shot clock has not started. Ja's being guarded by Ben Simmons, one of his first few games as a Net, and it looks like Ja just baked Ben into a foul, almost as if Ben gets confused about how much time is left in his basketball game. I don't know if Ben thought the game was under a minute, but where did like 3 minutes go in Ben Simmons' brain? Like, it's almost like he got confused about the time. Keep in mind, Ben Simmons has played 3 games with Brooklyn. As he fouls out of this basketball game, his second foul out in 3 games, he now has 17 fouls on the season and only 14 points. Ja Morant waves to Ben as he leaves the court, and his time in the contest is over. Memphis would go on to win this one. So on the foul, Ben said, "I just saw the play. It wasn't a foul. Called it a foul. It was clearly a mistake. It is what it is. It's really frustrating. It's not a foul, but it was BS. It's frustrating because it's late game, fourth quarter. It's a physical, close game. It's the NBA. It's not college. It's not high school. Some people are going to get hit. Some people bleed. It's basketball." Okay, so I guess the question that I have, what's going on here? You know, the Brooklyn Nets do not have time to play games with Ben Simmons. The last time we saw Ben Simmons was in the postseason as the Sixers got bounced by the Atlanta Hawks. At that point in time, though Ben Simmons could not shoot, he was an exceptional defender. It's just in the playoffs, pretty much Atlanta was playing 4-on-5 against Philadelphia, and they had to take him off the court because Ben wouldn't shoot the basketball. Okay, Brooklyn Ben Simmons can't defend. So now we're saying this guy can't shoot, nor can he defend at an exceptional clip. So it's up to the Nets to keep Ben Simmons on the court to be a playmaker for KD and Kyrie. The problem with that is oftentimes KD and Kyrie are at their best when you just kind of give them basketball and let them cook, meaning they're not going to be guys that slash to the rim 30, 35 times a game. KD and Kyrie want to operate under their ways that they operate. Oftentimes, KD wants to rock out the post. Kyrie loves the ball at the top of the key. Also on that right hash, he loves the basketball as well. They like to cook the way that they're going to cook. Ben Simmons is in a perfect scenario. I told y'all that preseason, it doesn't get any better than playing with KD and Kyrie. Ben doesn't want to shoot. You got 2 of the best bucket getters of NBA history to your right and to your left. This is a phenomenal situation for Ben. He gets to work himself back in game shape. He doesn't have to shoot, which he doesn't want to do. And you do it alongside 2 guys that will be in the Hall of Fame one day when their career is over. Speaking of Hall of Fame, Ben, I hope you're watching what's happening to a first ballot Hall of Famer, Russell Westbrook. Russ is most likely playing his last games in the NBA this season. Maybe another team gives him a shot. Maybe. But Russ is down to, if not this is his last season, next year will most likely be his last in the league. You're not a first ballot Hall of Famer just yet, Ben Simmons, or a Hall of Famer at all just yet, Ben. You're seeing what's happening to Brody because he doesn't shoot the basketball. It comes off as very nonchalant, dismissive to see your jump shot not improve at all to fans. And I got to say at all because you don't shoot, which to me tells me you have no confidence in the shot, which to me, again, tells me that you're not even improving the shot because you still have no confidence in it. Is he not watching what's happening to Russell Westbrook? Okay, the Brooklyn Nets got to go. They need to win games. This same old tune of not shooting Ben, I think it was one thing in Philly when he was an exceptional defender. But the way he just fouled out, Ja Morant is literally trolling him on the court. That is an awful foul. Whether you thought it was a foul or not, Ben, you were playing entirely too close to a guy when you got 5 fouls. And number one, you should not be guarding Ja Morant at half court. He's going to blow past you, especially with you having 5 fouls. Why was Ben that close to Ja Morant at half court? That is an awful position that you put yourself in and the referee in on the road, which is why you got called for a foul. Come on, Ben. It's time to go, Ben. I'm rooting for you, bro. It is time to go. You cannot be a bad offensive player and now turn around and no longer defend. It looks like he's still trying to work himself in the game shape. That's what it looks like to me, right? Keep in mind, I'm a guy that doesn't shoot when I play basketball. Often, I understand that I got to defend at an exceptional level to stay on the court with my guys, to not be the guy that gets taken off the court if we lose, when we're playing 5-on-5 pickup. I get it. I know this role very well. And Ben is obviously a phenomenal playmaker. I'm not the playmaker that Ben Simmons is. But being out of position on defense, it seems like he hadn't been conditioning himself. I know there's only but so many ways you can condition real basketball if you're not playing it. But maybe that means not fouling out of preseason games, playing more in the preseason. He clearly is trying to work himself into game shape. The problem is he's in a scenario, this ain't Philly, where Joel Embiid can win you a game or two by himself, 5, 8, 10 games in Philly while, you work yourself in. You could let a Seth Curry or somebody start for you while you take those shots and you slowly work yourself in with a Matisse Thybulle that can defend. The Brooklyn Nets are literally a few losses away from being in absolute disarray. This organization dealt with KD trade rumors, Kyrie contract extension problems. Like, they need to win games. And history tells you that KD and Kyrie won't be healthy for more than 20 games at a time before somebody goes down with injury, unfortunately. And look, every game is pivotal, especially a random game on Monday night in Memphis on a shorthanded Grizzlies team. You cannot foul out of those games. Your team needs you. 2 out of 3 games Ben's fouled out of already. 17 fouls and 14 points. That's unacceptable from Ben.